Hey folks, Neil Beasley here. District play ends this week. Let's get you warmed up for all the great action. The boys' postseason starts next week. Let's take a look at some DFW teams to watch in the lineup. Watch out for the Allen Eagles in postseason play. I got to see them personally last week. I can tell you they are as deep as any team in Texas. 7 to 10 players deep, in fact. Eagles are 30-1 and haven't lost a game since Thanksgiving. That's 22 straight dubs. Antoine Shannon, Trenton Payne, DeAndre Thomas, the list goes on of major contributors, and the more bucket getters you have come playoffs, the better. 3-6A has 3 potential deep postseason teams in Crowley, North Crowley, and Mansfield-Lake Ridge. But keep an eye on Lake Ridge due to their depth and experience. The Eagles have been there before, as in last year when they made the state tournament. They are led by Shakir Pack and Eswi Wakoma. They have only 2 losses on their ledger. 11-6A is bringing some talent into the playoffs with Lancaster and Duncanville. Lancaster new to 6A, but they sure have taken a liking to it. Nunu Jones and Amari Reed led a run-and-gun Tiger team that will be a favorite in Division II. Duncanville is D1, and after 2 years without a title, those Panthers are hungry. Bugg Edwards will be taking his 25-plus points per game average to the 6A Division I playoffs and hopes to get that trophy back for Duncanville. Denton Geyer could be a sneaky good team to look out for in Division II as well. UTA-bound Jordan Lowry leads this Wildcat attack, but if Silas Rodriguez or Mason White can get hot, Geyer will have a 1-2 punch every playoff team craves. There are 3 teams who really stand out in 5A: Summit, Timberview, and Frisco Heritage. And they all have streaky scores. Let's start with Timberview and Jonathan Williams. He's been red hot this entire season, but never more so than when he almost single-handedly beat Summit last week with 4 points in about 10 seconds at the end of the game. Summit is led by Theo Brannon, and the Jags have a cast of talented ballers that have them top 5 in the state. As for Heritage, they go as far as the duo of Cameron Lomax and Bryson Howard take them, and so far that's been pretty far. Others to look out for in 5A: Red Oak, Highland Park, and West Mesquite. 4A looks to be Kimball's year. Jalen Dean Vines leads a high-flying night team that averages about 7 dunks a game. Nick Smith has over 400 career wins, but none of them have come in the 4A state title game because they've never been 4A. That could, and frankly should, change this year. Dallas Carter and Fort Worth Eastern Hills could also be players in the 4A title hunt.
Switch to Cricket and get nationwide 5G, so you can post that epic ooh. If you switch, you also get a free phone, which you need. Welcome to getting more. Welcome to Cricket Nation. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Inside High School Sports is brought to you by Whataburger, just like you like it. And by Parker University. Check out our bachelor's degree in strength and human performance today.
We caught up to a big-time athlete from the Metroplex in this week's Recruiting Trail.
Kayden Edwards, shooting guard, Duncanville High School. In a college program, I want to look for a coaching staff who's going to not be afraid to, get on to me, who's going to prepare me in the most best way possible to get to the next level, which is the NBA, and just really like a family, a bond of coaches I can come to about really anything other than basketball, just coaches who are going to get me prepared to be like a better man in life. I want to fit any way possible. I want to help any way possible. Whatever coach asks me to do, I'm going to do it. They really thrive well in the transition part of their offense and stuff like that. So that's where I really can thrive. And I shoot the ball well at a high level. So I really feel like that's where I could fit in the most. On the court, I'm a leader. I'm a winner. Shoot the ball at a high level, score on all 3 levels, play defense. Got to work on that rebounding part. Really being a vocal leader, because when we graduated our 8 seniors at Duncanville, that leader role was like kind of thrown onto me. So I'm definitely still learning and stuff like that. Off the court, I get my work done. helpful in the community. I take a big part in the Fort Worth like community, like growing up in Fort Worth, stuff like that. And I'm just real, like, parents taught me how to be respectful. I kind of interact with the crowd a whole lot. Like, say I do something very good, I'll get the crowd going. Before I graduate, the main goal is a state championship. I do want to get a bobblehead was a real important accomplishment for me. Seeing Ron Holland and Anthony Black get theirs, it's always been a big accomplishment that I've wanted to accomplish. State championship, best score in Duncanville history, and to just leave Duncanville knowing that I've won a state championship, like being a big part of it. I've already won state and 2 national championships, and I've helped a little, but I want to be a part of one where I've been the dude there. So the legacy that I want to leave, of course, I want to be the best scorer to ever come through Duncanville, one of the best scorers in Texas, in the nation. But that leader role is definitely something that I want to leave, be a part of. All the great leaders that came through Duncanville, I just really want to be a part of that, because everybody knows I can score and put the ball in the hole, but do they know that I can lead, I can do other stuff when the shot isn't falling, or or say I'm in foul trouble, I'm on the bench. What can I always do things to get better, always do things to just just win. Like I said in the beginning, I'm a winner, so I'm gonna do whatever it takes to win. So really just anything.
Switch to Cricket and get nationwide 5G, so you can post that epic ooh. If you switch, you also get a free phone, which you need. Welcome to getting more. Welcome to Cricket Nation. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Inside High School Sports is brought to you by Kubota, the #1 selling compact tractor in Texas. For details, visit gokubota.com. Kubota, together we do more.
Our Ward Fasold caught up with Lancaster head coach Ferrin Douglas to talk about how Weibo Nation is feeling about the postseason in this week's Media Day segment.
All right, Media Day, we are joined with Lancaster head coach Ferrin Douglas. We've had him on the show many times because his teams are always so successful, but we've never seen him successful at the 6A level. And now you're at the 6A level, and there you are, smack dab in the middle of the top 5 in the state. Talk to me about your adjustment to 6A ball, or is it really, basketball is basketball. You roll that thing out there, and if you got the talented players, you're going to just play ball.
You said it. Basketball is basketball. 6A basketball, I believe, is just a little bit different than football. Yeah. So I think, if you just got, basketball is basketball. But at the end of the day, it's a little bit tougher as well. You got a lot of great teams and a lot of great coaches you got to prepare for night in and night out, and the physicality is a little bit different too. So that definitely was an adjustment. But our guys been doing a great job so far.
Yeah, and it's not new to you because you've always have played that schedule outside of district play that is just top-notch. This year you're playing teams from all over the place, all over the state. I mentioned you were in the top 5. Well, you've already played. Duncanville beat them. Lake Ridge beat them. So you've beaten the teams that are ahead of you. So the adjustment's not that much, but how big is it for you to take on teams like that in the non-district to get you ready for what's about to happen as we head into the playoff stretch?
Oh, man, it's huge. I always kind of set our schedule, like that, where we play a lot of tough teams early on, I was kind of worried this time. I was like, we don't want to play too many rough teams because our district was so tough. But, again, basketball is basketball. And to play against teams like Lake Ridge and Duncanville, those guys right there, man, it's definitely it's good, for the guys, to definitely get a measuring stick where they are.
Talk to me about those guys. What has made your team tick? I mean, I remember Amari Reed from last year, and obviously Nunu's doing well. But talk to me about this squad and what makes them tick. What makes them so good? Excuse me, I said well for some reason.
No. Those guys, man, for one, they've been together a while. Reed and Amari been with me since he's a freshman, and Kobe and Jace. I got a lot of guys that's been together for a while, so I think our team chemistry, They camaraderie, they get along together, they hang outside of basketball with each other, man. And I think that's been major with us too. And just the experience, just playing in the state championship last year at the 5A level, they kind of know, they kind of used to big games, Right. So I think the experience part as well has helped us along the way.
And final question as we head into the playoffs, which is next year, is that cohesion going to next week, is that cohesion going to help you into a new playoff system where you're Division I, Division II? Obviously, you guys are going to be Division II, but into maybe not 7 games now, but you got 6 games you got to win to get that state title.
Man, it should. I sure hope so. Like I say, man, it's a whole lot of good teams out there, and I know people have shoe-ins or people what you're supposed to do, but my thing is we just going to just prepare, for the day. We just want to win the day, and go in and game plan for the team that we're going to face, and hopefully we can come out on top.
Yeah, well, you won today, you won yesterday. You're probably going to win tomorrow, just the way this team's playing. So I appreciate you joining us, Coach, and good luck in the postseason.
Oh, thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Hey, that'll do it for today's show. Thanks for joining us. We previewed the boys' postseason today, but the girls are well into their playoffs. Plenty of good games to catch throughout the Metroplex. Go find a good one if you can.